There's something just beautiful about Haulover Inlet at first light, kind of like we're seeing here with this CV coming out the inlet. Welcome back, guys. It is your host Broncos Guru along with our boy Wavy Boats down at the inlet getting the images, and it's this episode of Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature at Haulover Inlet down in Miami, Florida. As beautiful as it is at Haulover at first light, sometimes it's just too early for this stuff. Kind of like these guys are about to experience right here. They don't have the luxury of that big CV we saw in the opening clip, and this small Key West is going to take one heck of a ride coming through Haulover this early morning. This one is a tough one to call. Typically I would like to see these vessels come through here a little faster than this, but Haulover's woke up on the wrong side of the bed and it does not appear to be happy today. And this Key West really is doing about all it can do to keep this vessel up on plane, but unfortunately with the conditions that Haulover's throwing at him, it really is difficult for a vessel of this size to do when Haulover's throwing these kind of sea conditions at them. I am going to go ahead and give this round to Haulover because they did take quite a tail looking coming through here and quite a bit of air trying to get out of the inlet, but to be honest, they put up one heck of a fight. Our boater in the second round is going to come through Haulover Inlet stuffed, and not stuffed full. We're going to be, of course, talking about stuffing that bow. Every time I see a vessel like this come through just a little bit too slow, we know where this is going to end. These guys are rolling through here and just barely above an idle speed. They really need to get some power on this so they can get the bow of the boat up out of the water, but unfortunately they're going to opt not to do that, and of course we're going to wind up stuffing some waves on the way out, which is ultimately going to lead to a wet ride like we're going to see right here with everybody getting drenched. Always remember, when you're coming through an inlet like this, you do want to come through with a little bit of power. Try and get the boat just barely up on plane if you can. Let the boat and the motors do the work instead of letting your boat take a pounding like these guys are doing here. This round also goes to Haulover, and that's going to give Haulover an early 2-0 lead. But don't worry, the boats are going to get some redemption as we're going to see this CV come through here and make easy work of Haulover Inlet. I actually really am starting to warm up to these CVs. They appear to be fantastic boats, and every time I see them come rolling through Haulover Inlet, they look good doing it. I just sold my Sea Hunt Gamefish 30, and I'm on the prowl for another center console. CV, if you're listening, why don't you hit me up and see if we can work a deal out. But this boat right here, as we can see, it's coming through Haulover Inlet pretty flawlessly with no big issues whatsoever. This captain's picked just the right pace for these following sea conditions. Once again, it is a heavy following sea, but they're doing great. No water coming over the bow, and this round, as we mentioned already, will definitely go to the boats. And while we're finishing watching them come through, if you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button. It really does help us out. As we roll into the fourth round, we're going to see a boater come through here and do Haulover the smart way. They're coming through just a little slow, but they're going to get down on the throttle, but the biggest part of the thing they're doing here that makes this a smart move is they are hugging the north side of the inlet. This is the calmer side of the inlet. If they were over closer to the south side of the jetties, they would actually be getting a much rougher ride than they're getting right here. And as soon as he clears the jetty, he's going to go ahead and turn north and get out of this mess as fast as he can. I don't see people do that all that often. It seems like a lot of time people stay in the trough. With this boat taking a win for the boats in the fourth round, that's going to tie us up at 2 apiece. Heading into the fifth and final round, let's see who takes it down, whether it'll be the boats or Haulover this week. And of course, a good way to get this started is let's everybody scream. Now, you know she's got to be screaming pretty loud if we picked up that audio all the way over from the south side of the jetty. This little Sea Ray 215 probably picked a day it shouldn't even be out here in Haulover, but to be honest, they're doing a pretty good job. This guy's got the throttle down and the nose up and he's cutting his way through it. But you know what? We're going to let you guys decide as usual. Go ahead and line up in the comments below. Who wins this fifth and final round and this episode? The boats or Haulover Inlet? Just like we did in the last episode where you guys voted for Haulover to take the win, but also it was pointed out by several people, Hewitt 52, 440 Chrysler, and Wig for Murr, that this actually was already over. This boat had lost by default due to having a kid in the bow of the vessel with no life jacket on. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, be sure to check out our other two channels. We have Wavy Boats, who gets us all this great footage down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And if you haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on that subscribe button.